On this recording, we will be showing you how to upload a new drawing as a revision to your existing. The building that you can see here contains one drawing with an existing area, length, and count dimensions in 3 dimension groups within the one drawing revision. A new building revision is needed in order to load an updated drawing file. To create a new building revision, click on the Add Building Revision button on the main toolbar. The building revision has been incremented to 2 in the revision drop-down list on the main toolbar. I will now add a name for this revision. For instance, I will be using today's date. As you can see, our drawing now has been locked, indicated by the padlock item icon next to the drawing in the Drawing tab list. Note, when the mouse pointer is held over the drawing in the list, a tooltip summary of the drawing status is displayed. In this state, the drawing will need to be promoted to the current revision before we can make any changes to it. By clicking on the drawing in the Drawings tab list to display the drawing's property window. Press the Promote button and DimX will ask you if you want to select a new drawing or keep the same drawing. For this exercise, we will be adding or selecting to choose a new drawing file. We're going to press OK, and we're going to locate our new drawing, and we're going to open it. DimX will open the new drawing and launch a revision mode in its own window. We will be adding this drawing over the existing one. The first thing one should do after promoting a drawing to a new revision is to go under the Drawings tab and select your working area as shown. This is very important to ensure that measurements are captured correctly inside the working area. Once your drawing has been pulled in, DimX has a very nice function under the Revision tab where you can compare your drawings to each other. You can compare different revisions to each other. So this is comparing the first initial drawing to revision 1, which we just imported. You can compare different methods. We will, for this example, compare objects. Here, DimX shows you all the different objects of the 2 different drawings. Under the Layers tab, you can remove or add any layers that you want to see. So for instance, if we click on the same layer, it shows you all the layers that were there originally that are now also on the revision. You can show all the new objects. So in green, you will see all the new objects to revision 1. Another thing that you can use is what was different before to what is different after. So before was the original lines that were there, and different after is the lines have changed to the yellow, from orange to yellow. And then there's also the deleted button, which shows you any lines that have completely been deleted. The moment a new drawing file is selected, the existing dimensions are brought forward onto the transitional state inside the revision mode. In this state, dimensions must be accepted before they can be used and referenced to the new building revision. If the revision mode is exited without having accepted these dimensions, they will not be available from the dimension view inside DimX. Inside the drawing window, existing dimensions from the previous revision have been overlaid onto the new drawing file. Some dimensions may overlay precisely. They are called valid dimensions. Others may require modification. These are called invalid dimensions because the drawing line used to create them have been modified in the new drawing. For instance, this door we measured previously is no longer there. Valid dimensions appear either entirely green, as seen on these lines, while invalid dimensions are rendered either entirely or partially in yellow, as seen on those two lines. Valid dimensions can be accepted in a number of ways. Accept specific dimensions by clicking on the dimension, right-clicking on it, and then saying Accept Dimensions. Alternatively, one can click on Accept All Dimensions in the Toolbar tab area, and this will accept all dimensions valid in the current dimension group. When dimensions are accepted, they are dimmed on the drawing and can no longer be selected on Modified. But this will be shown later in the video for count, length, and area in depth. It is possible also to restore accepted dimensions back to its original transit state. To do so, press the Restore Mode button on the toolbar and view the dimensions as they were originally loaded. I will now be showing you how to accept different types of dimensions on our revised drawing. First, when we click on any dimension in our dimension group, it will prompt us with this message. We will say yes, as this will now carry over our dimensions that we had on our previous revision to our new revision. Here you will see our new area dimension. When lines do not match the revised drawing line, simple modifications can be made by clicking on the line segment, moving it down to the valid location, and then clicking the mouse again to drop the line segment. Redrawing extensively modified drawing segments it's often faster than modifying each individual invalid line segment, as shown here. To start this process, right-click on the valid dimension and select Uncompleted Area. This will break the area, and a green circle will indicate where the measurement starts. Press Backspace until all the yellow lines have been deleted. Starting at the end of the break circle, valid drawing lines will be created to outline the storage area. Press Enter once you have completed. Once all of your lines have been dragged and placed to form the correct shape of the new area, you can right-click on the shaded green area and say Accept Dimensions. This is when DimX accepts all your dimension and it goes back to looking the same way it was before revising the drawing. I will now be showing you how to revise count dimensions. Click on the dimension group named Doors. Most of the existing count dimensions in this group have been brought forward and match with lines on the updated drawing file, indicated by purple dimensions in the drawing window. Unmatched or invalid counts are displayed in yellow and may be relocated on the drawing to valid position or deleted. In the revision mode, the sticky cursor attaches itself to the center of a count dimension. Count dimensions can be selected and moved by clicking on the dimension while the sticky cursor is attached. When the dimension is moved to valid location, it will snap to the location on the drawing. To deselect a count dimension that is being moved, press the Escape key on your keyboard. Block count dimensions may be dropped on any block object on the drawing. Similar to single line counts may only be dropped on single lines on the drawing. Using this technique, it is possible to move the yellow door dimensions to another drawer within the drawing. The door dimensions alternatively can be deleted if it's decided that it has actually been removed in the updated drawing and does not belong where it has been placed. Select Delete Dimension from the right mouse hand menu. All that remains on the screen are the valid count dimensions. Right-click and click Accept Dimensions. All your valid dimensions will have to go through the same process to be accepted. Once that is done, they will come forward and be in bold as shown. This is how to accept your count dimensions. I will now be showing you how to accept dimensions in a linear method. So for this example, we have the interior wall length of the bedroom. As seen here, in blue, these are the valid dimensions and the yellow line is the invalid dimension. This is where the wall has moved between our revisions. As with the area dimension revision, all we do is we click and move our measured length to the desired point. We click again and now all our measurements are in blue, saying that this is now a valid dimension. Next, we right click and we just say accept dimensions. And now we have our dimension accepted for the linear meter. We will also see that our wall has a new line that has not been measured previously, and you can now just measure that linear meter as usual. DimX has a feature to help you identify suspect lines. These are invalid dimensions shown in yellow on your drawing. To find these lines, simply hold in the Control and Space keys on your keyboard, and DimX will take a line from your cursor to your suspect line to show you where they are. Then you can choose what to do with this line. DimX has a feature for users that have promoted the incorrect drawing on their revision. They can restore a previous version of the drawing by doing the following. First, you have to delete the drawing that you just restored. After you've done this, DimX will show that you have no drawing or that the drawing is missing as a whole. What you then do is you press on the Restore Previous button under the Revision tab. We will be restoring our original house plan that we uploaded. Once this is done, the original plan is back into DimX and it is locked. Now you will go through the same process of promoting the drawing to get to the drawing that you actually wanted to import as a revision.